It's been ages since I've found anything worth poaching near Cragcroft.
Just should have took less time, is all I was saying.
What?
Head in the clouds, this...
Expulso!
Nowhere to run! Sorry!
Simon's all finished.
Admirable trick.
Amateur!
Accio! Inside! Defender! Accio!
Conductor!
Potato!
How did that feel?
Confringo! Accio!
I tell you, Hogwarts is lucky they've got protection charms.
Accio!
Off on another adventure, are we? wonderful to see you again.
I've completed my assignments, Professor.
Pleased to hear it. Professor Weasley will be too. I'll be sure to let her know how well you're coming along.
Thank you, Professor.
Professor Hecat tells me she taught you Levioso, so you should be ready for a more advanced levitation charm. Wingardium Leviosa requires a bit of concentration and a nice, graceful wand movement. Let's see you try your hand at it. When executed correctly, you should be able to pick up boulders as though they were sprigs of sneezewort. Well done! Feel free to practice Wingardium Leviosa here in the greenhouse. I've set some... You in the next
Wingardium Leviosa.
You're a natural.
Professor Garlick, a moment of your time?
The plants are resting, so now's as good a time as any.
I was wondering, what made you want to teach herbology?
How lovely of you to ask. I've always had an affinity for greenery, so this situation is a bit of a dream come true. After graduation, I was thrilled to be asked to step in for my old herbology professor. He'd had a slight accident, you see.
Oh dear. A shame for him, but it worked out well for you.
Well, he never cared, really cared for the plants, and they could sense it. Oh, you'd be surprised how perceptive a plant can be. At any rate, the trouble began one day when he cut into a wigan tree. Unfortunately for him, its leaves were hiding a bowtruckle. You may recall the marvelous creatures that resemble a twig. The little beast gouged the professor's eyes quite fiercely, but terrifying, I'd imagine. Likely for the professor, too.
And that's when you took over as the herbology professor.
Well, not quite. After 3 weeks at St. Mungo's, my predecessor regained a tiny bit of his eyesight. He insisted on returning to the greenhouse. Within a week, he claims by accident, kicked a Chinese chomping cabbage, so it was back to St. Mungo's for him.
What a string of bad luck.
Well, I felt awful for him, but I dare say I felt a bit more sympathy for the cabbage. Upon his discharge from the hospital, his indifference to plants had turned to utter disdain. He lost what little patience he had left with a particularly temperamental venomous tentacula and, well, his resulting leave of absence continues to this day.
I'm glad everything worked out as it did and that you're the herbology professor now.
Very kind of you to say. I do love these gardens and helping my students grow. Lovely speaking with you. Have a wonderful day. Oh, and remember, be kind to your wigan trees.
Wingardium Leviosa.
What are you up to now?
Revelio.
Beep, beep, beep.
If it isn't the treasure hunter. Still can't believe you found that old uniform.
Oh, how fun a slide! You must try it.
Revelio. Accio. I wonder where it might lead me. Revelio.
How nice to see you, my young friend.
There's the cabinet. How do I get this key in there? Excellent. An old coin. Perhaps Nellie knows what it means.
I don't think it's anything special if your family.
Brand new game. Just
able to follow one of the Daedalian keys?
Hello, Nellie. I managed to get a Daedalian key into its lock.
Brilliant! What did you find in the cabinet?
A curious token of some sort.
Looks like some sort of house token. I bet it unlocks house chests. I call them house chests. I've seen the one in Gryffindor and heard they're also in the other common rooms as well. Keep an eye out. Eyes must be something grand.
I should see this through and find the Ravenclaw house chest.
How would you like to learn the knockback jinx flipendo? Once you've completed the necessary tasks, come and find me in the greenhouse.
Revelio. It seems I'll need to find more house tokens if I'm to open this. Quite a few by the look of it. Revelio.
I've always said that travel broadens the mind.
Revelio.
Off on another adventure, are we?
Please could you remind me the purpose of my tasks, Professor?
Of course, dear. Professor Weasley has kindly asked that I give you some tasks to ensure that your learning continues to flourish outside of the classroom. Once you've completed them all, be sure to return to me, and I'll know that you're ready to learn Flipendo.
Please could you remind...
Of course, dear. Professor Weasley has kindly asked that I give you some tasks to ensure that your learning continues to flourish outside of the classroom. Once you've completed them all, be sure to return to me, and I'll know that you're ready to learn Flipendo.
Revelio. Revelio.
Serona at the Three Winds.
I adore that.
Revelio.
What are you up to now?
Does it get any more cozy than Hogsmeade?
Oh, it's you! What a pleasant surprise. Now, you let me know if there's anything else I can help you with. Now, you let me know if there's anything else I can help you with. No one can say I don't keep a stacked shelf.
nice to see you, my young friend.
Revelio. Hogsmeade, here I come.
Hope you're not here for a knotgrass sprig, because I'm not entirely sure I have them in stock. Doors always open. You be sure to stop by soon.
I was hoping to see you.
You're back.
Finally. Minister Spavin talks more than he listens. Ranted on and on about rogue dragons. Wouldn't listen to a word about goblins. Speaking of which...
Listen, Professor. So much happened while you were away. Your friend, Mr. Ollivander, sent me an owl asking for help finding an heirloom wand that was stolen from him.
He did he?
And so I went to the owlery like he said, and there were all these statues.
What do you mean, statues? In the owlery?
Yes, which led me to a secret hideout where I found Richard Jackdaw's ghost.
Who on earth is Richard Jackdaw?
He was a student here long ago. Anyway, he told me about a secret cavern. I went there, and right next to Jackdaw's skeleton, I found the missing pages.
You found the pages?
I did. And because Jackdaw had followed the map they contained, when I found the pages, I found the location on the map. Believe it or not, it's a room below Hogwarts.
Why am I not surprised? Shall we?
I was hoping you'd say that. Oh, and we'll need to bring the book. The room is called the Map Chamber, by the way. And a portrait of Percival Rackham awaits us there.
Professor Rackham. I look forward to meeting him. How did this Jackdaw get the pages from the book?
Evidently, Peeves stole them, and Jackdaw stole them from him.
Oh, Peeves.
Lumos!
Lumos! To think it was beneath us all this time. This looks promising. Map. There's Hogsmeade. And over here, the Forbidden Forest. And, of course, Hogwarts. It's magnificent. If only you were here to see this.
Hello, Professor Rackham. We've placed the book on the pedestal as you asked. And this is my mentor, Professor Fig.
How do you do, Professor Fig? And you, my young friend, see now why you needed to return with the book?
I do. I also see why you refer to this room as the Map Chamber.
That you have come this far tells me that you possess extraordinary magical ability, the potential and power of which will unlock should you prove yourself worthy. The location of each of 4 trials will, in time, appear on the map. Trials that will test you and give you access to invaluable knowledge. Trials that you must complete on your own. Do you recall the pensive memory you viewed in my vault in Gringotts?
You and your friend Charles spoke of the Portkey, and of trials you'd created for one who could see traces of ancient magic.
Precisely. Charles is another of the Keepers, a designation we gave ourselves centuries ago, in light of the knowledge that we have been bound to keep hidden. Until perhaps now.
So, the passage from your ruins to Gringotts, everything in the vault, the restricted section, finding this room, none of these was a trial.
They were an important part of the journey, but they were not trials themselves. The fact that you have come this far, however, bodes well. The trials were designed to ensure that the power and knowledge we have kept secret for so long does not fall into the wrong hands. They will test your abilities, both innate and learned. But of equal importance, everything you witness as you complete the trials will inform what you choose to do with all that we share. You will need patience. The trials have much to teach you. It will take time.
I'm afraid we don't have the luxury of time.
We have waited this long, Professor Fig. Surely a few more.
Respectfully, sir, while I do not know the secret you keep, I do know that our young friend here has seen traces of a powerful dark magic being wielded by goblin kind. And we encountered an uncommonly powerful goblin wielding such magic as we prepared to leave your vault at Gringotts. We may already be too late.
This is grave news indeed. Young friend, do you trust Professor Fig?
I do.
Then, in the light of your considerable skill and all you have already accomplished, we shall begin. You will find the location of the first trial marked on the map below you. Whilst Professor Fig may assist you in locating the trials, they may be completed only by one with our ability.
Shall we have a look? I know that tower. It's not far. You may have seen it yourself.
It looks familiar. Perhaps your young friend is more well-traveled than you might think.
As your mentor, the least I can do is go ahead to make sure it is safe. Join me as soon as you can.
I'll find you at the tower as soon as I can.
Until then, be careful. And do not tell anyone where you're going.
I've always said that travel broadens the mind.
It's time you learned, Glacius, the freezing spell. It is an efficient way to cool down a heated situation. But first, I will need you to complete a few tasks. Once you've done that, come and see me.
Over here.
We're not alone.
We are not. Ranrock's loyalists. Around a dozen I can see, but could be more.
Can't we apparate past them into the tower?
We could, but we've no idea what's in the tower. More importantly, however, I'd like to know why they're here. They've set up camp just ahead. I suggest we investigate a little before doing anything else. Let's go.
Well, this isn't ideal.
No, it isn't. This way. And I'd suggest we use the disillusionment charm here. No sense in announcing our arrival. Quickly now.
Lah, wala. Wele.
Accio!
had my own operation worked out one day. It will work quite outnumbered. Potato! Something different. Ramrock sensor. Does Hogwarts teach you nothing about...
Two fingers.
That was not impressive.
White's ratted out longer than necessary.
Accio. Revelio. Revelio. Lumos.
Lumos!
Accio. Wingardium Leviosa. Revelio. Orders. Directly from Ranrock.
These orders indicate that they're after something to do with names. What names? And why here?
Revelio.
I will draw blood.
I know I heard something that...
Was that your pleasure? Why can't I hit you?
Revelio. Can't imagine the goblins know about the trials. They know that something is significant about this place, though.
Looks like we found the entrance.
It's locked. An unlocking charm.
Very handy. No time now, but if you don't learn it soon enough, we can work on it back at the castle.
Revelio. someone was an avid reader. Can't say I'm familiar with many of these titles. I wonder who this is.
With robes like that, it could be anyone.
Revelio.
Welcome to San Bakar's tower.
Hello, Professor. Did you say Sam Bakar's tower?
I did. Professor Bakar is a keeper you have yet to encounter. I'm glad to see that I was correct in presuming that we would meet again soon after our last encounter. Though I surmise, based on the commotion I heard, that you did not have an easy time getting to me.
We did not, Professor. We encountered goblins outside the tower.
That goblins were aware of my vault is disquieting enough. But if they have also made a connection to this tower, then the threat may be greater than I thought. All the more reason for us to move forward. Downstairs, near the entry, a reservoir of ancient magic, like those you've seen before, has been unlocked. Command it to access a doorway. I'm afraid I cannot say more. As Professor Fig cannot join you, he and I will, in time, see you back at the map chamber. Remember what you see.
We're going to need to understand how Ranrock's loyalists knew about a tower that once belonged to a keeper. For the moment, however, you've more important things to set your mind to. A reservoir of ancient magic, I believe?
Yes, sir.
Then I shall leave matters in your increasingly capable hands. That said, be careful.
I will, sir. I'll see you back in the map chamber. A reservoir of ancient magic, downstairs, near the entry. Revelio. Lumos. I've seen this before. In Gringotts and the restricted section. Revelio. That must have done something. Best have a look around. Revelio. More traces of ancient magic. Something must be different. Revelio.
Genre apa nih Om? Genrenya RPG Om. Ada RPG-nya sih.
Revelio. These are never a welcome sight. At least I know what to expect this time.
Iya Om. Banyak puzzle Om. Tapi puzzle-nya sih nggak sulit, cuman quest-nya banyak yang nggak paham aku. Yang misi sampingan. Kadang misi utamanya nggak bisa jalan kalau misi sampingannya nggak dikerjain.
These look familiar. Accio. Revelio. Accio.
Loh. Kan cuma itu doang.
Accio. More statues. Incendio. Not making this easy on me. Accio. Revelio.
Ya.
presume I'm looking for traces of ancient magic.
Punya guardian milik. Kalau di dalam sih ini ya pasti gitu dia. Kalau di luar tuh aneh-aneh bentuknya. Ada laba-laba kadang. Harusnya sih main Harry Potter yang dulu, cuma nggak pernah main aku. Gimana ini? Masih.
I presume I'm looking for traces of ancient magic.
Tuh.
Where?
Nah, mikir lagi caranya ke situ kayak apa.
Accio.
Kemana lah? Nah, itu sama dengan ini. Sama ya? Lain. Oh, iya deh. Lewat sini. Nggak bisa lewat dalam situ. Tuh kan? Membanggung kan?
What did that burst of magic change on both sides of the archway? Something must be different.
Lewat kiri. Ini ininya dulu ke atas om. Ini. Ininya bikin sulit nih. Ini naik terus sononya piye? Gak nyampe coy. Hari-hari puzzle. Mana caranya ya?
I need to see how the room changes when I move in and out of the archway.
Emang ini bisa ditarik ke dalam ya? Oh bisa.
Seems I ought to explore this archway from both sides.
Bisa. Bisa nembus.
So that's it. I need to use both sides of the archway to get the platform to the other side of the bridge.
Oh. Pikir lagi coy. Ini aku nggak tahu ya. Masuk merah apa masuk biru nih buat ke sono. Merah bisa, biru bisa ini. Tuh. Lewat sini bisa ke situ. Lewat sini juga bisa. Masalahnya ininya nyangkut. Oh, coba. Ke sini.
So that's it. I need to use both sides of the archway to get the platform to the other side of the bridge.
Ah, gini cuy. Nah, coba aku masuk ke sana ya. Wah, bener nih. Kok nyangkut deh? Ngebug cuy. Kalau sini, oh jembatannya nggak ada. Sepertinya aku paham, Om. Jauh-jauh dulu dari sini.
So that's it. I need to use both sides of the archway to get the platform to the other side of the bridge.
Nah, loh, mana tadi? Nah, itu. Terus kita naik. Jadi memang harus di merah bukan di biru. Masuk ke biru. Iya bener sih. Bener sih. Aduh. Pusing.
So that's it. I need to use both sides of the archway to get the platform to the other side of the bridge. I'll never get used to these floors.
Akhirnya sampai. Apa nih goyang-goyang lantainya nih? Ih. Aduh. Gak kena. Gak kena kok. Tuh. Itu nggak crit kayaknya tadi.
Revelio.
Ya lo bingung dah. Apalagi nih? Ini kali. Oke. Ke sini. Lagi. Nah, ini nih. Nggak bisa ya nyangkut ya. Aduh. Oh, mati bangke. Oh. Alah. Dan ini yang melayang ini nggak bisa nembus ruang ternyata. Dan kayaknya ini game panjang banget dah. Sini buka sana. Nah. Tuh enggak kan? Nah itu crit tuh yang 1000. Anjir 5.000 nggak crit, 5.000 itu nggak crit loh. Tuh kalau crit kuning dia. Apa ini?
Incendio.
Bakar dong. Nah. Damage apaan tuh? Gede tuh di sini. Emang mau berapa? Mau 1 juta?
What a relief.
Gede itu di sini. Nanti ada yang 5.000 nggak crit. Ya kalau kuning dia crit. Nah, yang jadi pertanyaannya di game ini nggak bisa nge-build sampai ke situ. Misalkan build crit gitu, nggak ada pilihannya sih. Jadi terima aja mau dia nge-crit atau kagak. Mungkin CR-nya 50% kali itu. Dan 9 apa itu? Apa itu Mafika?
Your ability to transfigure the world around you is remarkable. What is it?
My father isn't getting better. I don't think he'll ever recover from the death of my brother.
It is agonizing to see those we love suffer.
The drought was years ago, but the pain of losing him is as deep for him now as if it had happened
Apa
only
ini
yesterday.
Isidora?
He doesn't need pretty pillars, he needs peace.
100 tahun lalu ini.
What if I could help him, Professor?
You do so much for your father already.
It's not enough. I want to take away his pain.
It is tempting, I know, to use this magic that you're mastering to transfigure more than the physical world. But human emotion is a potent force unto itself. Even the most well-meaning and competent witch cannot possibly know the consequences of irrevocably manipulating it.
So I'm to watch as my father's pain destroys him.
It is not your pain to take. Every year, a student sees something sillier than I could ever imagine in their tea leaves. Oh, Miss Morganach, welcome back to Hogwarts, Professor.
That's going to take some getting used to. Professor Rickwood?
I was so pleased to hear that you'd accepted the position of Defense Against the Dark Arts, Professor.
Sit, Isadora. Tell us about your travels.
I was actually hoping that you and the others might join me at my home this evening. There's much I'd like to share with you.
That would be delightful. We shall let the others know.
Very well. I shall see you then.
Very well. Itu sejarahnya.
Now to find a way out of here.
Yuk, saatnya keluar.
More crystallized stone. That must be the way back.
Duh. Oh, baliknya ke sini.
What have we here?
I'm a student at Hogwarts, sir. And this is Professor Fig.
Professor Charles Rookwood at your service. Has someone completed the first trial?
I have, Professor Rookwood. We saw you in the Pensive in Gringotts with Professor Rackham.
Indeed. So, you found the portkey to access Professor Rackham's vault, and you deciphered the map within the locket you found floating above that
Ya
Pensive.
penyihir kosannya bungkuk.
I found something that I can't identify floating above the
Mungkin
last
banyak mikir
Pensive.
kali Om.
Ah, yes. You will find a similar artifact in each trial. You must take care to keep them safe. You will need them to complete the journey we have set forth for you. Once you have them all, we will tell you what to do with them.
Very well. Are you able to tell me anything about the next trial?
Before you proceed, I would like to speak with Charles regarding the urgent situation involving the goblins.
The goblins?
The student has seen traces of a powerful dark magic being wielded by goblin kind. They and their mentor, Professor Fig, not only encountered goblins lurking outside of San Bakar's tower, they also encountered a powerful goblin in my vault at Gringotts.
I'm afraid it would be wise to halt the trials until we know more.
We shall defer to you in this matter, of course. Now then...
Wait, Professor. The name Rookwood. Do you think...
that there's a connection to Victor? Perhaps, but we can't be sure of its significance, if any. For now, tell me what you saw in the Pensive.
Before the witch from the last Pensive, Isadora, became a Hogwarts professor, she argued with Professor Rackham about using magic to remove pain.
Hopefully the next Pensive provides more context. For now, we should learn what Ranrock knows. I will be honest, I've no idea where to start.
Actually, I might know of someone. I saw Serona at the Three Broomsticks speaking to a goblin once. They seemed friendly.
Well, it's worth a try. See what you can find out. Of course, don't forget
my studies.
Kapan tamatnya ini ya?
Yes, sir.
Don't forget
Before you
study.
go...
Yes?
Professor?
Have you encountered swirling traces of magic in the world? Aside from those along our path?
Not that I recall. What are they?
Evidence of the Keeper's efforts to manipulate the power of ancient magic during our time. If I am correct, and I usually am, you should be able to use them to inform and enhance your own magic.
Thank you, sir. I will look out for them.
Wah, upgrade talent dulu nggak sih ini? Belum. Udah pulang aja ke sini. Thailand nggak sih? Baca email dulu. Emailnya dari burung. Come see me. Something in the locket we found Gringotts. Gringotts. Give me as soon as you can. Return my brother. Ini sudah ini. Sudah ini. Es teh kai, enaknya. Minta dong. Penuh talent. Apa ini? Mandrake. Ada update kayak ini. Hah? Ini kah? Nggak ada. Masih file yang lama ini. Ini ya. Kok muncul lagi ya? Oh, itu itu crack yang untuk di Windows 24 H2, Windows 11. Soalnya nggak jalan dia di 24 H2.
About a pressing and highly confidential matter at your earliest convenience. I believe that we may be able to help each other.
Please see me after class once you have completed the tasks I've set for you. I would like to teach you descendo, useful for pulling objects.
Professor on. Ini apa? Depulso. Banyak betul set misinya. Banyak yang susah lagi dikerjain. Profesor online. Go to this class. Bis.
Welcome, everyone. I see you've already met some of the many beasts we study in this class. Though be advised, none of these creatures should be taken lightly. They are all in their own way dangerous, especially if one does not know how to handle them properly. Now, it seems many of you are out of practice. Let's take some time to review the basics of how to care for a beast, shall we? Miss Sweeting, would you please assist our new student with the lesson today?
Yes, Professor Howen. Hello, I'm Poppy Sweeting. Don't worry about Professor Howen's speech. She over-exaggerates
Poppy
sometimes.
Sweeting.
All the beasts in class are perfectly safe. Oh!
Miss Sweeting, pay attention, please. The tongue of a puffskein can be a slippery devil.
Yes, Professor. Here, you can practice on Gerald. Just keep an eye out for his tongue.
Angry Bird kayaknya.
You can use my brush. Just be gentle. Oh, and think pleasant thoughts. I like to think it enriches his experience.
Apa ini? Hold to aside.
That's lovely. I'm sure he feels much better. I think he might be hungry. Would you mind giving him some beast feed? What do you suppose the pellets taste like to Gerald? Pudding, I like to think. I think we can safely say that Gerald likes you.
That's good news. He seems very nice.
He is. Kindness is one of his best qualities, right after ambition. And cleanliness.
Good work, everyone. Now, let's make our way to the pens and select another beast. And please, do be careful as you feed and groom them. Miss Sweeting, why don't you show our new student to the Neasels in the farthest pen?
This way. The Neasels are over here.
couple of Neasel whiskers ought to get me a few canuts at least. Enough to buy something from Honeydukes. Stupid thing.
What in Merlin's name are you doing?
Tuss, peculiar Poppy. Worried about a worthless little rodent?
Her name is Persephone!
Her name is Persephone!
That's really not funny.
Let's go.
Those two don't belong anywhere near this class. Poachers in training. Persephone was onto them instantly. Thank you for your help. Let's carry on. Feed and brush the Neasels just as you did with Gerald. The Neasels really took to you. They know a good egg when they see one. As do I.
It appears our time has come to an end. Please close the pens and see yourselves out. Now, where is our new student? Ah, there you are. I would like a moment, please.
Hello, Professor. You wanted to speak with me?
I did. How did you find your first beasts lesson?
It was wonderful. I believe I'm really going to enjoy this class.
Good. You seem to understand that when beasts are properly controlled, they can play a vital role in our lives. Some provide us with magically imbued materials, if cared for correctly, which does not include torturing them for whiskers. Well done, by the way. Probably best to let me handle it next time.
Yes, Professor.
They're nearly as bad as the Savagers in Rookwood's poacher pack. Sadly, we're the ones who suffer, stumbling over dead beasts. Terrible waste of resources.
Surely the poachers can be brought to justice by someone. The Ministry, perhaps?
An optimistic idea. Now, why don't we focus on more immediate matters that we can control? Professor Weasley has asked that I prepare some assignments designed to help you catch up to the other 5th years. Be on the lookout for my owl. Meanwhile, I also encourage you to study as many beasts as you can on your own time.
Hola, amigo.
Over here.
Do you need something, Poppy?
Thank you again for saying something to those brutes so that I didn't have to. You were an augury at noon in the desert.
I certainly hope that's a good thing.
It's something my gran and I say. It means that something or someone is a welcome surprise. At least, that's what we decided it meant.
I couldn't stand there and watch them harm the poor thing.
We're of a similar mind.
Minggu depan.
Actually, in light of that, there's someone I'd like
Tanggal
you to meet
13.
in the forest.
Minggu depan tak invest. Jadi minggu depan nggak invest dulu. Ayah.
You've intrigued me. Very well.
Oke,
Either
satunya
way.
I'd hoped
mati.
I would.
Kemana lah tuh?
I
Kira
won't
mau
take
invest
just
tanggal
anyone.
13.
In fact, you're the first.
Really? Well, thank you, I think.
As I said, we think alike. Pleasant surprise.
Ngasih charger. Ngasih charger. Biasanya bisa memperbaiki sendiri, Om. Kan Anda mekanik, Om. Ini aku juga masih hunting power supply kok. Cukup-cukupkan duitnya, cari yang cukup pokoknya duitnya.
Don't you think?
Poppy, where are you taking me?
It really is much better if I just show you.
Ya. Ini bagian sulit, Om. Apa iya?
Don't worry, we're nearly there. It's just ahead.
Si hunting power supply. Kalau ada dapat power supply lagi bisa buat nyalain ini, soalnya ada apa namanya? Wih, dapat ini dong. Jadi kalau dapat power supply ini bisa ngetes pakai ramku.
Please meet Highwing. Isn't she just magnificent?
Kalau bongkar power supply kan sulit tuh.
But be careful.
Kalau ram mah gampang, tinggal
You must
cabut.
always show hippogriffs the proper courtesy before you approach them.
Apa itu? Saya bagian mesin, juga WA sama dananya di HP mati. WA sama dana di HP yang mati. Waduh. Ayah. WA-nya di sono.
I knew it. I don't think I've ever seen a hippogriff take
Ini
to
harusnya
someone
bisa
this
ngendari
quickly.
hipogrif nih abis ini
You
nih.
can feed and brush her if you'd like. I come and check on her every once in a while. Bring her pasties, tell her what's going on in the castle. You wouldn't know from looking at her, but she's a dreadful busybody.
Terus kasih makan. Kalau login di HP ini WA tidak resmi mulu. Kok bisa? Iya, ribet ya. Berarti nggak bisa di WA dong ya. WA-nya mati.
So, what did you think of Highwing?
I thought she was brilliant. Can't
Ini nomor
believe you introduced
baru.
me to her.
Wah,
I
ya.
suspected you two might get along.
Are you the reason students have been seeing hippogriffs flying above the Forbidden Forest?
Perhaps. Did you know that once you earn a
Nah,
hippogriff's
iya.
trust, they'll always be
Sulit
there for you?
komunikasinya ya kalau
I've
nggak ada
seen it
itu.
firsthand with her.
How exactly did you and Highwing cross paths?
It's a longer story, but I rescued her from poachers a few years back. Got her to safety and, well, she was fine until recently. You may have noticed that poachers are something of a problem in the area, so I worry they could get her again. And I might not be there next time.
Professor Howard
BTW
mentioned the
udah
poachers as
total
well.
berapa kemarin Om?
She seems to imply that we couldn't rely on the ministry.
18
I don't
berapa ya?
often agree with
18 kali ya?
Professor Howin, but on that, I fear she's right. The poachers' influence is
Masih ada
growing.
500.
I see them every day in the village, lingering, talking to people. They're up to something. I'm just not sure what.
Ada telegram.
That does seem strange. Sounds as if they're planning something.
Exactly. I think I'm going to look into it. Find out what's going on. What they're
Nggak
doing.
terasa ya. Ya gitu kalau nabung-nabung nyicil gitu emang nggak terasa Om. Ujung-ujungnya terjadi.
Information is power.
And the more I know, the better I can keep Highwing safe.
Tapi belum apa? Belum casing
Will you let me
ya
know
kan.
what you find out?
Belum RAM.
Very well. I will. I should be going, but
Apalagi
we'll speak again
namanya
soon, I hope.
TGA itu yang paling terakhir kali ya nanti. TGA paling terakhir dah. Nah yang penting sih nanti harus ada NVMe 1 lah. Soalnya ada slotnya itu Om. Kalau nggak dipakai sayang Om. NVMe itu nanti superior banget buat install game-game Ria. Talent. Tadi bisa di-upgrade ini talent. Mana sih ini? PGA dulu nggak sih Om? Kalau RAM sama casing beli di sini aja Om. RAM sama casing. RAM sama casing beli di sana. Oh iya. Ya dulu. Tapi berarti ngirimnya dari sini. Nah, berarti ngirimnya harus per part Om. Ada yang bisa digabung di dalam itu apa ya? Mobo sendiri-sendiri Om. Ngirimnya Om. Kalau jadi sama casing satu PC kirim gitu. Cuma ya mahal emang pakai kayu per part ya. Oke deh kalau begitu. Oh iya Om, hampir lupa. Cooling prosesor. Coolingnya no cooling, no happy. Ini suruh ngapain nih? Quest baru. Itu si Rona. Di mana lah nih? Hah? Oh di Hogsmeade. Terbang aja lah. Bang, yuk. Februari 13 14 hajatan. Oh, hajatan temennya ya Om. Ding 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 ding. Jadi nambah lagi di tanggal 26 minggu depannya lagi.
Sometimes it seems all roads lead to Hogsmeade.
BTW nih PC-nya kalau udah jadi, wah enak sih, sudah gaskan. Sama Genshin mah ringan Om. Kalau Genshin itu tergantung VGA nya ntar ya, sama RAM-nya sih kalau bisa sih 16 Om. 2 Februari sama 9 buat berangkat Pati. Pati itu gimana Om?
Hello there, nice to see you.
Hello, Miss Ryan. I wanted to thank you again for your help with Rookwood and Harlow the day of the
Jangan
trouble
nanggung
attack.
lah ya, itu makanya 16 Om. Jangan sampai kurang.
Those two are nothing but trouble. Glad you and your friend were here when they found you.
I am too. You were speaking to a goblin here that day.
Yes, Lodgok. He's a friend.
It seems as though you were on good terms.
Semarang.
I've known him for years.
Iya kah?
We met when I was waiting tables here as a student, well before I bought the place.
Semarang.
He was cordial
Tahu
enough,
Pati
but
di
we
mana
weren't
sih?
friends then.
Taunya
His
Ambarawa.
mistrust of wizard kind ran deep.
But you're friends now.
We are. I hadn't seen him in years when he came in a few months ago. But he recognized me instantly, which is more than I can say for some of my own classmates. Took them a second to realize I was actually a witch, not a wizard. Not all goblins are like Ranrock and his loyalists. Lodgok is as worried as the rest of us about what's been going on.
In that case, I'd like to talk with him about Ranrock in particular.
Main War Thunder ya sih. War Thunder apa tuh?
I assume your interest is to do with the rumors I've heard about Ranrock working with our friend Rookwood.
It is.
If he's not here, you might find him doing business at the Hog's Head. He's a trusted metal trader. You should mention that we spoke. He can, understandably, be wary of witches and wizards, even ones as young as you. That said, if you're looking for information on Ranrock to help rein him in, you'll find an ally in Lodgok.
Perang absurd. Emang ada ya yang perang absurd?
Thank you, Serona.
If you find Lodgok,
Thunder ada di Steam kah?
give him my best. I don't know what you've done to make such powerful enemies.
War Thunder.
But
Emang ada di
please,
Steam ya? Nggak
watch
ada
your
health
back.
bar. Di Steam apakah ada? Kayaknya pernah dengar ya. Oh iya, War Thunder free. Trailernya nih. Game simulasi free to play, bisa main pakai VR. Wah, anjir, masa packingan di gamenya harga 1 juta semua per item. Ah, ini kayak gini nih game-game live service yang bikin orang jatuh miskin. Total semua 19 juta kalau dibeli. Bangke. Padahal gamenya free. Omong kosong emang game free itu ya. Ujung-ujungnya bayar di dalam cuy. War Thunder. Nggak ada health bar. Nggak ada health bar itu gimana sih? Jadi kalau mati-mati gitu. Diskon jadi 500. Ini summer. Iya. Di total, kalau total semua jadi ya 10 juta juga tetap itu.
Revelio.
Ada chest di atas. Mana ke atas? Ada market di mata uang bisa buat top up. Nah, kayak gitu tuh. Aku sudah selesai dengan top upan ya. I'm done with it. War Thunder. Mana ini?
If it thinks it's got... Hello. Good to see you outside the castle.
You too, Amit.
Mana nih? Dalam.
Welcome to the Hog's Head. Any empty seat is yours.
Minum dulu. Wih, mabuk dulu.
You look familiar.
Sistemnya CS.
Hello, Lodgok.
Kurang ngerti ya.
Serona said I might
CS
find you here.
nggak main juga.
She did she? Did she send you with news?
No, actually, I wanted to speak with you. It's about Ranrock.
Now I remember. The 3 broomsticks. Day of the troll attack. You're the student he's after.
I am, and I need to know what he and his loyalists are up to so I can stay a step ahead.
Let's say I did know. Why should I trust you?
Serona trusts me, and she thought our interests may be aligned.
Well, if Serona trusts you, very well. I may know of something that could help us both. A way to get Ranrock to confide his plans to me.
I'm listening.
Years ago, a heinous witch stole a sacred goblin relic. Rumor has it that it now rests in her sarcophagus, in a tomb accessible only by wizard kind. Ranrock and I had a falling out a while back. The relic could well repair the chasm between us.
Very well. I'll retrieve the relic if you promise to share Ranrock's plans with me.
We will have to trust each other. I, that you will not abscond with the relic, and you, that I'll share what I learn. Gather whatever supplies you may need, and meet me near the witch's tomb.
Midlot. Keluar. Mana itu? Oke. Basah lagi. Waktunya anti air.
I'm ready.
Good. There's no time to lose.
Ini goblin ini lucu. Tangannya sampai bawah, panjang.
Precisely as the relic I'm to retrieve.
Tangannya sampai bawah, kakinya pendek.
The witch considered herself
Tangannya
a
normal.
collector and purchased the helmet as a trinket. She cared not what pain she caused the goblins. Goblins believe that the rightful owner of any object is its maker, not its purchaser.
Wizard kind see things differently. It's a wonder goblins and wizards have ever been able to work together.
The differences between our kinds are myriad.
They seem to be.
It may surprise you to know that I do not believe those differences always to be insurmountable. It is the reason I find myself traveling with you to this tomb today.
Bisa lari ya ini apa? Lari oi. Moonstone. Jalan kaki, bisa lari.
Ah, and there it is, the witch's tomb.
Dreadful looking place, isn't it?
I wish you luck retrieving the helmet. As a wand carrier, you should have an advantage. Now, before you set off, do you have any questions?
Question. Kira-kira ada apa di dalam
Don't
situ?
suppose you have any idea what could be waiting for me inside the tomb?
Considering a Dark Witch was involved, I suppose there's a chance you may encounter the Dark Protectors, known as Inferi. The foul creatures thrive on darkness and the cold. Vanquish them with light, force, and most effectively fire.
Do you know Ranrock working with
It seems
Brownwood?
Ranrock and Rookwood are conspiring.
Rookwood.
Why would that be?
I had heard this. When the dark-hearted conspire, they seldom make their full intentions clear to one another. I can only speculate, but I imagine their alliance is uneasy and quite fragile. Let us hope that ours is less so.
I am
It all
ready.
seems clear to me now that we're here.
I do hope our alliance proves fruitful. Again, I wish you luck.
Wish you luck.
I will remain here, eagerly awaiting your return. Please, be careful.
Okay. Sesetun sudah helmetku 200 meter panjangnya. Wah, bahaya sih. Puzzle lagi pasti ini. Nah, apa ini? Aduh, mana bukanya?
Moths. Curious.
Duh. Ini kayak apa supaya ke situ dia?
Revelio. Accio. Incendio.
Helmet of what should be sarcophagus, bridge, disease witch. Gimana ini?
The moths match the shapes I saw on the door.
Kayak apa ini? Pakai apa ini? Kayak ini kayaknya.
Wingardium Leviosa.
Bisa aja.
Lumos.
Oh, pakai lampu, walah.
Merlin's beard. This can't be the witch's tomb. Likely I need to go further.
Ada lagi. Taruh mana ini? Oh, dipindah kali.
Lumos.
Pindah ke sini. Duh. Oh, sini. Kurang satu.
Lumos.
Weh, nggak bener weh, satunya mana? Ini game ngebug atau gimana nih? Satu nih.
Lumos. Protego.
Cuman ada dua loh.
Lumos.
Kocak ini gamenya. Mana sih satunya?
Lumos.
Gimana itu ya? Kita restore.
This can't be the witch's tomb. Likely I need to go further.
Waduh,
Lumos.
kocak. Gimana ada dua? Gimana caranya? Ada dua. Halo, halo Bang Kentir. Mana gini? Kurang satu, kocak nih, ngebug tuh. Mana nih? Cari dulu lah.
Wingardium Leviosa. Lumos.
Kurang satu. Satu kurang satu. Tinggal exit aja main nih. Jadi Kang Sihir iya. Udah lama punya gamenya belum ditamat-tamatin. Nah ini kayak ngebug ini gamenya. Kurang satu kupu-kupunya. Gimana lah cara bukanya? Harry Potter dulu kita. Tapi nggak bisa dibuka.
Lumos. Incendio. Defender.
Confringo.
Lumos.
Kurang satu. Ngebug nih game nih, error kali ini gamenya nih. Loh, alah. Ternyata ini mukanya ditarik. Kupu-kupu dalam sini. Kocak.
Lumos.
Oke, akhirnya ini dibukanya lewat situ. Nyata.
Accio. Lumos. I have a feeling I'm not alone here.
Apa tuh? Lah zombie doang.
Incendio. Accio. Incendio. Revelio.
Ini apa nih?
Accio.
Bisa.
Incendio. Defender.
Wah, pakai itu. strategi lagi.
Revelio. Lumos.
Nah, kurang satu lagi. Cuman atu. Oh, ada di sini.
Protego. Lumos.
Ah iya bener, kurang satu.
Revelio. If I could power it somehow, it looks like it could be rotated.
Power.
Wingardium Leviosa. Accio. Lumos.
Kasih power. Power apa?
Accio. Incendio. This has a moth imprinted on it. The same as the door.
Huh?
Revelio. Lumos.
Loh.
Lumos. I see. This is supposed to spin. But how? Accio. Wingardium Leviosa.
Gimana cara muter ini? Transfigurations. Iya. Nggak mau. Ah, kocak. Loh. Bisa digunakan lagi. Nah, akhirnya. Duh. Oh. Naik. Duh.
Lumos.
Memang jenius. Genius.
What's
Nah,
that hanging there? Looks precarious. Accio!
ya apa ini?
Down I go. No other way.
Serius? Terus terjun.
Accio!
Apa ya ini? Itu apa ya? Tadi yang baru dipelajarin ini. Taruh mana lah ini? Dinaikin dinaikin nggak bisa. Oh gini bisa. Tes doang.
Wingardium Leviosa.
Ada jalan dah bawah kita.
Oh.
Wih.
Accio. Incendio. Protego. Incendio. Defendo. Confringo. Confringo. Protego. Confringo. Accio. Defendo. Defendo.
Nggak mempan ini.
Incendio.
Harus dibakar. Wah, ini repot nih. Ada kotak lagi di sini.
Accio.
Kan nggak bisa balik ya? Wah, tidak bisa balik. Nah, ini gimana? Oh, balik yang tadi. Oke, oke, oke.
Wingardium Leviosa.
Kok malah tenggelam?
Accio.
Kok bisa kok? Harusnya.
Wingardium Leviosa.
Kalah lagi ya. Oh bener deh. Tarik. Loh. Kok hilang? Loh. Wah, nggak bener. Iya. Capek juga. Oke, udahan dulu lah netnya. Lanjut next time. Thank you yang udah mampir.